guys, it's Brad Mac here from Injured Gadgets, bringing you the right parts the right way, and boy do I got something for you today. Introducing and launching XCAP Connect. I want to go through a full demonstration here and show you guys what you'll be working with once you start purchasing from our website. So we'll do a little unboxing here. I'll go over the product and how it works. So inside the package here, you're going to get the XCAP cell. You're going to get the battery adhesive. And then you're also going to get some installation tapes here to go ahead and wrap everything up once we're finished. So a little bit of an introduction here to your XCAP Connect cell. This is for the iPhone 11, and I got an iPhone 11 here. So a little description about what this is and how it works. So you'll see that there's an additional FPC here up under the connector that goes to the logic board. So this additional FPC then allows you to easily transfer the original BMS from the original cell here without the need of any spot welding. So no technical skill required there. You'll just remove the BMS as usual using our ceramic scissors, and once installed to the cell here, the original position will be retained and the original BMS will connect to this additional FPC right under the connection for the logic board. So this is going to differentiate from what's going to be available in the market. So I have a sample here, and you can see the additional FPC on this one is in a different location, not in the original location. This is going to allow you to connect the original BMS just as you would for XCAP Connect, but it's going to require you to bend and manipulate the BMS, and we are worried about that risk and stress on the BMS for potential damage, which would render this repair useless. Because what we're trying to do is prevent any pop-up messages and retain the battery health management system. So with our design, with the FPC being in the original position, you can then lay and install the original BMS, and the original flex will be designed to connect in this area here, which is the original position for the FPC. So with just a one snap install, will allow you to connect the original BMS here and then install it into the device. And again, that is to prevent any non-genuine messages so we can retain the battery health management system. And this will also auto calibrate to 100% health because we'll have a brand new cell connected. So with our demonstration device here, we're going to navigate into the battery health system here. And we'll show you here that we're at 75% health. So we'll go ahead and shut this device down so we can go ahead and fix this and install a new battery. So the device powered down. We'll go ahead and disconnect our battery. First thing we want to do for prep and calibration is we want to go ahead and connect our XCAP right out of the box to our device. So we're going to go ahead and boot it one time. Then it will calibrate itself for the new battery cell back to 100%. So we have the device booted, going into battery health and charging. We'll let the boot up finish, and we'll notice here that we'll get our battery message just like that. So we'll go ahead and shut down. We'll go ahead and remove our XCAP Connect so that we can get right into the BMS installation process. And what we want to do is we want to remove the original BMS just as we would if we were doing an actual BMS transfer via spot welding. Once we have the BMS unwrapped, then we can use our ceramic scissors here to go ahead and remove it from the cell. So we're going to reach in between the cell and the BMS flex here, and we're just going to cut that lead, flip the battery over, reach in between the cell and the BMS, and just clip your lead and discard this safely. So now that we have our original BMS, a little bit of prep work here, no grinding necessary, but we do want to get rid of this residual lead. The sharp edges are risky. So we'll unfold the tab as we did on our previous installation for our XCAP BMS, but then we'll just fold this back and forth 2 or 3 times and go ahead and remove that welding tab. Do the same thing on both sides. Just going to open that tab up and then fold it back 2 or 3 times. Now we have our BMS here ready for installation. So what we want to do is we want to use our installation adhesives here. So each one will be included. So this strip is just going to lay on the back side of the BMS where the components are. And we will just remove the protective covering here. So. Then our BMS will sit in the original position. So I just crease the area here where the BMS will sit. And then you just lay the BMS in its original position. Pressing it firmly down so the adhesive sticks and you can see the original folds or the original area, the original location. And then we will prep our FPC to connect to our XCAP Connect just as we would for installing a tag on. We're just going to fold that FPC back onto itself. And then you can see that it aligns up with the additional FPC. And just snaps right in. Then with the BMS adhered to the bottom of the cell, you can see that with the original position and a 1-snap install, we have the original BMS connected to our XCAP Connect. So we'll finish up this installation with some additional adhesives and wraps so that we can secure this. So we're going to use this rectangle sticker here to go ahead and adhere the original flex to the cell. So this adhesive will just secure the flex against the cell so that it will prevent any disconnections. We'll also use our final wrap here to go ahead and cover this BMS. So I like to do that by holding the battery upside down and just aligning the battery up so that your outer tabs will fold straight over and press down. And then just fold your tabs over on both sides. And then your piece down towards the back. Smooth everything out. And this is XCAP Connect, ready for installation. So let's grab our device here. I like to go ahead and connect our FPC to the logic board. And let our battery lay in. And you can see the additional space here in between the battery cell and the logic board allows for that additional FPC to just sit in its original location and position for a 1-snap 0 stress install. We'll go ahead and power the device up. Give it just a couple of seconds to boot properly without any messages. The battery health in charging, and we're at 100% using our XCAP Connect. We'll navigate out. See, there's no non-genuine messages, and we're at 100% health. So we are very excited about these batteries. We hope you guys get the enjoyment and success out of them that you've been waiting on. So now that you don't have to do any spot welding, just going to show you this battery one more time and what the expectations are. So an easily designed FPC for the original BMS in its original location. One snap install gets you 100% battery health. So we'll have these on the website soon. We appreciate your time and patience while we get these fully developed and released. We'll be launching with iPhone 11, and in the coming weeks we'll have 12, 13, and even 14, and 15 coming after the next year.